Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Talk about it. Let me tell you something, man. We got an epidemic. There's an epidemic in America that nobody's talking about, but I'm talking about it. The unhinged male. The unhinged male of Western culture. This shit crazy. Something I've been learning since I've been on YouTube, and it's quite a fascinating conundrum, is that we have so many dumb men, dummies, top flight dum-dums, men that have no way of being any type of productive or usefulness in life because they are beyond dumb. It's amazing. Phone getting hot, turn off the camera. My phone always stay hot. Anyway, besides the point, we got a lot of dummies, a lot of fucking dummies in today's society. And it's terrifying because as I kind of wander the halls of life, and as I navigate and I experience things, I come to understand that, like, if you look at it like a bell curve, so women kind of operate like all evenly as far as like intelligence goes. Like the average woman is about as smart as the smartest woman, and the average woman is about as dumb as the dumbest woman. Like they're all relatively close in the grouping. But men, there's a drastic. It's like a fucking super high population of really dumb guys, and they're a very smart guy. So the smartest guy is nowhere near as dumb as the dum-dums. Oh no, I gotta take that back. Your average guy is nowhere near as smart as your smartest man. Like it's leaps and bounds far away. And your dumbest guy is nowhere near as dumb as the average guy. But the average is so low. There's so few average males. Like we have essentially cut off the average man. The average man does not exist in today's society. You are either an overachiever or a fucking loser. That is what the discrepancy within men. We have lost a lot of the ranking systems. When I say ranking systems, what I mean by that is, like, there is in every army there's a rank and file. There's like the general, there's the commander, there's admirals and so forth. It goes down to grunts, all the way down to the lowest of the low, which is like the grunt soldiers, the whatever, privates, whatever the fuck you want to call them. So as a man, we have essentially eliminated the middle class of men. The middle class of men do not exist anymore. There's either generals or just basic foot soldiers. There's no in-between guys. And see, that's a dangerous problem, because that means that the in-between guys are actually the most vital guys within the army. See, you can't have an army without a top general to be able to explain everything and put everything in context for people to be able to do shit. But you also can't not have foot soldiers to go execute and to be sacrificed in the greater scheme of the war. But what keeps everything the glue, like the peanut butter and jelly of the sandwich, is all the middle class dudes. The guys that are like just a little bit above average, but not as good as being the general. But we need those guys because they keep everything in line. You can't entrust, like if you're a founder, you can't entrust the CEO position to a fucking foot soldier. You can't do that. You have to have a guy who's interested in only running the company. He's not interested in creating the company, but he doesn't mind running it. It's just as easy for him to run it as it is to whatever the fuck. And so what people fail to understand when we get into these predicaments, especially in today's age, is that we no longer have the middle class of men. The middle class of men do not exist, and this is a bad spot. And this is why we have the unhinged men epidemic. We got a bunch of dudes that are just unhinged with no leadership. And you know who they're taking leadership from? Guys like Kai, Aiden Ross. Like these are fucking heroes. Whatever his name is, that smoke guy, the guy who be lifting all day. He's fucking huge, about to die. He can barely breathe. Those are those are the people that these young people take inspiration from and they listen to, because that's the only people that they know they listen to. They're too far below the what's the word? They're too below the the general's mindset to understand what the general is talking to them. So they can't comprehend general language. So they have to go to other stupid ass foot soldiers that just got lucky and found like a little cheat code in the system where they can be popular and get paid for it. They go to those guys, and then they listen to them as the advisors or the new people that they should listen to that know shit. So like the Andrew Tates of the world, like the Aiden Ross, the Kais, the Speeds, all these motherfuckers have all this clout and all this pull and leverage within society because everybody's so fucking stupid that because everybody's so dumb, like there's no middle ground. So it's just the dummies leading the dumbs. That's why we have so many unhinged males, because there's a bunch of unhinged dudes talking to other unhinged dudes. And because they all go outside and touch grass, we now have this fucking society where it's the retards running around other retards. And that's why men are essentially fucking cooked in today's society. There are so few men in between. And what's happening is, because the men are so unhinged and they have no structures and no rules and no shit, the women become unhinged because the women they reflect what the men do. Give me a second, I'm about to run to Sam's Club. Give me a hot dog. I'm fucking pissed. So now we got this fucking down society, and that's what we're dealing with.